Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. Bitcoin is currently sitting at 38k, so it's moving further up towards my target area. I'm not sure if it actually will do that in this sort of calm manner as it's doing that at the moment. There might be a little bit of shaking when the news from the FOMC meeting come out later today. There have been a few questions where you can watch that. I'm sure there must be a live stream somewhere. I'm not sure if I can. I will live stream it if I can. I'm not sure if I can make it on time, but I'll definitely update you if I can. And if there are any news that are coming out, I'll definitely update you in the next video, or for every channel member, I'll update you in the Telegram chat if there are any exciting news and what it could mean for the crypto market and what the impact has been. Because normally when there are the news coming out, you see it straight away reflected in the prices. But if there's anything unexpected, yeah, I'll definitely keep you updated about that and the channel members first. So let's take a look at Bitcoin first. Yeah, pretty much in line currently with expectations. We're moving up here in this channel that we had defined on the chart. Moving further here since my last update, we have moved further up, all the way up to actually 38 point, where were we? 38.3, yeah. Yeah, 38.3 nearly in this candle here. So really good. We're moving further along, and there is not much more space left to actually get to my target area of around 39k. Now, what is the exact level that we need to hit? I want to be quite precise here because that could really determine where we're heading. So let's draw the fibs from the beginning of this wave to the low, but I need to pick the beginning of that. Let me zoom in, take the fibs really accurately, otherwise it won't be accurate, and we want to know where the price could be heading. We want to make it precise because it seems to be moving very slowly. So I just want to make sure I catch the wicks down here as well. All right, there we are. And then we, yeah, okay, so that area actually needs to be slightly lower. So already a move here, the 0.214 fib level, that's the minimum it needs to do. That's at 38.786, yeah, depending on how accurate you want it. And the top would be at 43.3, not the top necessarily. That here is the ideal level, the 0.382 fib level. I did say in a video before that I actually expected ideally to get to this level, but the previous wave 4 that we did here in last week or the week before, that also did only get all the way to the 0.214 fib level. That is the minimum the wave needs to do. And if we look and zoom in, you can see how close we already are. I think without a problem we can get there very easily, and that would then mark the completion or the possible completion of the wave 4, and at any point we could see the wave 5 sell-off. Depending on how weak or how strong the market is, we could of course see that move all the way here to 43.3k, and it could even get to 46.5k. That's the 0.5 fib level. That is certainly a possibility as well. Everything beyond that, we might need to rethink the scenario because it would then be quite a strong move up. But I would be quite, yeah, I mean, I think it is likely that we see the 0.382 fib level as the most likely one. That's what I have to assume primarily. Yeah, so at 43.5, especially as we probably need a bit of a recovery here before we get that final sell-off. But again, that's only what I think. The minimum is in if it gets to 38.7, 38.8. So we're not far away from that. If we reach that, we can theoretically mark the wave 4 is complete. Then just need to see if the price is moving further up, and then it will get probably to the 43.3k. If it breaks that, which I don't necessarily expect, but if it does that, we might get all the way to 46.5, and that is still a possibility. But to do that, we would need to break above the 50-day moving average. don't necessarily expect that. And even to get to the 43k, we would need to break the 20-day moving average. And yeah, that has been done here previously, end of December, but since then we've been below the 20-day moving average. So it remains very interesting, and I do expect a lot of volatility later today. Yeah, when the Fed meeting or the FOMC meeting, when there is an announcement, depending on what has been priced in so far or not, there will certainly be some sort of a reaction, and that could then be a bit of an up and down. Yeah. And let's see, I can't obviously answer if we're going to get here straight away or if there will be another dip and then we go up. That could extend it all. I would be very, very be in favor of us moving there quickly, maybe only do the minimum and then get that sell-off done. That would be nice, because then we can get moving faster to that potential ideal target level here. Yeah, in the region between 25 and 27k, I think. Yeah. So that'd be ideal, that'd be great, and overall looking very, very interesting here. The Bitcoin chart, and again, had a conversation with a few people asking, what happens if the low is in already, if we're moving up from here. Well, see, I can't answer that question. I have to stick primarily to what I see here in the charts, and anything is possible at any times, but it's all probabilities. And if someone is trying to build some positions now, it's probably a good time to buy. It's no financial advice, but I'm buying as well. I'm dollar cost averaging in here currently with my buy orders. And again, if anybody wants to see my buy orders, you can join as a channel member, and then you can see them on Discord, my buy and sell orders for the larger swing waves. But look at where we were. I mean, we were at 65, 67k. So we're pretty much 40-50% from there. It's probably a good price. That's up to you, of course. I am happy to buy at these prices because the price forecast tells me that we're going to be much higher than where we are now in the future. And it's in my view a good time to buy, also relating to ADA, because I mean, with Bitcoin, do you really think the price is never going to get above 38k? Probably not. So that's always the question I ask myself. I don't even think it will take that long. So for me, it's a good time to buy also for ADA. But I have to remark and have to mention that I do expect a further sell-off. Yeah, that wave 5, that could be in the region of 25 to 30%, certainly. And also with ADA here, we talked about this chart here, and that we now have the same pattern, the same wave pattern as actually Bitcoin has. And therefore I have to assume also primarily another sell-off that could take us all the way, well, in the worst case, to 30 cents, but probably more likely to 55. That's again the Fibonacci levels here. Unfortunately, that correction takes much longer than expected, and it's now very similar to the Bitcoin chart and also very similar to the Ethereum chart. So we're looking at a very similar scenario here. In a sense, it tidied that whole chart up. So it's sitting between the 0.887 and the 0.786 fib level. And to be honest, I like the chart more now. It's more tidied up because now we have the same wave pattern across various cryptos. Yeah, it's not that Cardano has done something different. No, it's actually a very similar wave pattern here for Cardano. And we're waiting for that wave 2 to complete, or that wave C. It's the same thing. That wave 2 included the ABC. Currently still holding here above $1, actually moving up slightly. And we can see here that probably the market is just waiting for the outcome of what today is going to happen. We are moving here though, and you can clearly see that on the chart. We're moving actually in some sort of a triangle at the moment. So depending on different ways of drawing it, again, as always, patterns can be a bit subjective to draw. But yeah, here with this one, you have 3 touch points. For example, if you do it like that, could also do it more like that. Or you could, yeah, I think there's probably even a version where we already broke the triangle, but we would need some volume for that. So that just means that at some point here we're going to see a bit of a move, yeah, probably shortly. Yeah, there will be some sort of a reaction, because this is a pattern in which the price, and we talked about that earlier today or yesterday, that the price is here getting really squeezed into a triangle, or getting squeezed down, because the volatility has really dropped for Cardano. So there will be a bit of a spring effect again, but again, nothing yet points here towards a major upside or anything. We can see on the 8-hour chart that we get a bullish cross here on the MACD, which is positive. Yeah, so it seems to be going up here short term, like we expected for Bitcoin anyway. On the daily, we also see that the MACD is now lowering or reducing its selling pressure. So here it might be seeing a turnaround in line with the RSI also turning slightly up again. Yeah, we talked here about a bullish divergence that we saw, and yeah, we still see it obviously here playing out maybe now. So you had here the lower low on the price chart and the higher low on the RSI. On the daily, I think we saw it on the 2-day chart now as well, and it's working its way up. It's already on the 4-day chart as well, yeah, and then it will work its way onto the weekly hopefully, and then will play out. And we can currently see that actually, I did mention that bullish divergence. You can see the price now crawling up $1.09 already, but again, in my view, this is not yet anything significant, too exciting. I'm currently buying Cardano. I'm buying Cardano with my buy orders. One was triggered here recently at $1.08. I've got another one set lower, but I'm happy to buy because yeah, actually I plan also to launch a stake pool possibly here at some point. Had a few people asking me for a while now if I want to do that, and yeah, I think I'm gonna look into that in the future. Really like that concept. And to be honest with Cardano, yes, it's slow, everybody's been complaining, but to be fair, why have people complained recently? People have complained because the price has just been moving down. Yes, but you can see that now across the crypto market. So it's not a Cardano thing anymore. Cardano did its all-time high, yeah, and it has just been correcting since then. We can now see that across the board, and we can see it currently also in Solana's weakness, that it's not always good just to go fast with everything, because Solana was very fast, yeah, people were impressed, but now you can see the weakness in the network. You can see these DDoS attacks. You can see that yeah, just Cardano is just moving slowly, but they are having their pace, and they are slow because they want to make sure that these things do not happen with the Cardano network. And of course, it just shows again how early it still is. You know, everything is so early in the space. Opportunities are huge. Of course, risk is big as well. But yeah, I think it is just why I like Cardano. Just to repeat that, I talked about it before, but they just have their slow approach, but it's a scientific approach. They want to make sure it's done properly, which I really, really like. But yeah, we are still below this trend line here currently on the price chart. But at the moment, I don't think it's the time to really be emotionally too attached. It's time to think about the future, and the future for the crypto market will be great, especially at these prices. So yeah, it's just at the moment going, yeah, moving up here slowly in expectation of hitting the target area for Bitcoin. Cardano is moving with it slightly up at the moment, and we're waiting for the outcome later today of that FOMC meeting. All right, hopefully you liked the update about Cardano and Bitcoin. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, maybe join as channel member. Consider that. You can check the link out in the description that will take you to my website to join if you're interested, to see yeah, the Telegram chat, Discord, lots of additional content, and my own buy and sell orders, and a weekly live stream. Then check that out. You can also join on YouTube if the payment method on the website doesn't work for you. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.